Hi, I'm Kathy Goodwin, and I've got some questions for you. Do you want to earn more revenue by working with clients who appreciate your value and spend less time marketing to reach them? Do you want to enjoy reputation as the go-to person in your field, the one and only professional who can deliver the benefits your clients desperately want? Do you want to feel confident about marketing yourself as an expert with an authentic message that just can't be copied because it's the only one it fits is you? Do you want to be in demand as a speaker because audiences are hungry for solutions they can't get anywhere else? And if you're the only one who can give it, they're going to invite you. And do you want to get invited to insider-only joint ventures where you get unique exposure to lucrative, responsive audiences? A lot of these events are by invitation only, and they offer unparalleled opportunities. Now, I've worked with many clients who face these challenges. They were frustrated because they had trouble getting traction in their businesses, even with a great coach and a host of carefully designed promotional tactics. They were frustrated because they kept attracting queries from window shoppers, tire kickers, and clients who would stick around until something better came along. They wanted to be fabulous online, but thought it meant being gorgeous and glamorous, wearing Ferragamos and Armanis, and showing off their houses, boats, and cars. But then something happened. One day I was working with a client named Bob who had a brilliant idea and a great value proposition. But we got stuck writing his sales letter and just launched his program. We could not launch his program until I asked this question. Your value proposition shows what benefits you offer to your client. But what makes you fabulous? What makes you deliver those benefits better than anybody else in your field? Bob had no idea, but he needed to get that sales letter out the door. So I kept asking questions until we figured it out. And then the sales letter practically wrote itself, and the campaign took off. And now the Fab Factor system is part of every marketing project I work on. It worked with my next client and the next, and it even worked on my own business. Now you can download the complete Fab Factor system today and get started. When your marketing builds on your Fab Factor, it's easier to implement your marketing campaign and write your sales letter and your website and all your other tools. Your brand authentically from the inside out based on real, non-hypey differences. You genuinely differentiate your company from 10, 100, or even 1,000 competitors. You feel confident about your value and you begin to enjoy talking about yourself and your business. So introducing the Fab Factor program with 4 information-packed video modules. You get MP3 files from each module so you can download them and listen on your iPod and iPad. And you'll get downloadable copies of the slides that I use so you can take notes. You don't have to write your own notes, and you can keep referring back to them as long as you need to. Fab Factor program has a special bonus. I've created a special recording for you. Promote your Fab Factor with teleseminars and webinars, because that's the question I get the most. How can I use teleseminars to promote my own business? It includes everything in short you need to find your own Fab Factor, be your own Fab Factor marketing coach, and create your standout strategy. This program is based on the way I work with my private clients at a fraction of the investment for one-to-one coaching. So here's what we're going to cover. In the first module, we'll look at what your Fab Factor is and how it transforms every aspect of your marketing. Your Fab Factor builds on authenticity. Your Fab Factor comes from your core business and the aspects of your core business that are important to your clients. So you brand from the inside out, and it makes everything easier. In Module 2, we'll talk about how to find your Fab Factor, the answer to what makes you different. This is really where we get into the heart of the program. I've got a 5-step system that I built from the very first time I worked it out with clients on how to answer the question, how are you different? We're going to talk about what's the difference between your value proposition and your Fab Factor and some of the other marketing tools you may have been using up to now, and why you may find your clients have the answers if you know how to ask them. Module 3, we're going to talk about how to create your promotion toolkit with your Fab Factor. We're going to talk about how you can toot your own horn without being salesy. This is one of the biggest problems people have, one of the biggest challenges people bring to me, is I want to tell people I'm great, but I don't want to be obnoxious about it. We're going to talk about how you can show, don't tell, because the way you promote your Fab Factor is not with a slogan, not with necessarily an image, but we're going to talk about how you use metaphors and stories to promote your Fab Factor. You demonstrate, you don't just talk. And we're going to talk about some copywriting secrets to communicate what you do so people will understand exactly what you do very clearly, and we're going to talk about some ways you can put that into words. Module 4, we're going to talk about let's getting it done. A lot of programs leave you hanging at this point. It's like, okay, we told you what you could do, but we're going to take you through the steps to implement your idea, implement your Fab Factor in your marketing campaign. We're going to show you how to avoid these content mistakes that keep your messages from getting through. A lot of times it's just the way you set up your content that interferes with your message, and people don't hear it. They don't even know it's there. We're going to talk about how you can transform your website, especially your most important pages, and some secrets of using your Fab Factor marketing in your sales letter, your blog, and other marketing tools. So what's it going to cost? Well, you would pay $297 to $997 to get this information from many coaches. It's not available anywhere else. When you sign up now, you pay just $97. So sign up below. You'll see a form if you scroll down, and you can get started immediately by downloading the very first part of this program. See you there.